All right, boys, today we are going to be pulling the motor on the FRS. You guys might be asking yourselves, why? Why are you pulling the motor? And why does it look like that? Well, last time I made a video, I was getting the car ready for a drift event, and I went straight into a wall, like, probably on my 50th or 60th lap. I got a good day in. I got probably like 3 or 4 hours in of just non-stop hot lapping, and I was going, threw the car in, it kicked out, and then the LSD opened up, threw me right back at the wall. Now the car is broken again. With the car being broken, the frame on this side is messed up. Can't get the bottom control arm in. I gotta fix it. It kind of sucks. And so in order to fix that, I actually have to pull the motor for it, because if I took it to a frame shop, they would want to have the motor pulled so they can actually see how much they have to pull the frame. On top of that, they also, you know, I'm probably not going to take it to a frame shop to have it pulled. I'm probably just going to cut it and weld it on both sides just to replace the whole frame altogether, because that's what they usually do in drifting for like Formula Drift cars and stuff. Is if they damage the frame, they just cut it and replace it. Plus then it gives me a fresh, completely straight area rather than a spot that is weaker than other spots. I mean, there's the welds that are weaker technically, but like it's still going to be a lot stronger than bent metal. So in case you're wondering, that's why car looks like this. And that also leads me to the next point. With the motor already being pulled, I figured I might as well just sell the motor, because I really don't care for the boxer motor, and the transmission is basically worthless. It holds maybe 250 horsepower, maybe 300, but they're really weak when you do that. When you start putting power to these transmissions, they are very, very weak. So I figured I might as well just throw it in with the engine and transmission. I think I already said how much I'm getting for it. I'm giving the guy the motor, transmission, and harness for $3 grand, and the guy's coming to pick it up on Saturday. So $3 grand for a motor, transmission, that's not bad at all for me, because if I sold it on eBay, I'd probably get like maybe 32, 35 for it if I sold it on eBay. But then you have to, you got more competitors, you have to ship it, you have eBay fees, blah blah blah. $3 grand in person, coming in and taking it. So I think that's a good deal for me. It's a really good deal for him. Saves him like $1 grand if you were to buy it on eBay. So anyway, with the motor already being pulled and the engine, transmission, all that stuff getting pulled out already, I figured I might as well just sell it, swap the car, put something else in there with more power. I kind of deserve it at this point. I've gone to probably like 10 events in this car already. I've crashed it twice now. So anyway, car's crashed, motor's coming out. So I figured I'd sell it, swap it, and get more power out of it, because I feel like I deserve it. And so that brings me to the next part. What motor should I put in here? I'm leaning heavily towards the 2JZ on this car. Anyway, I'm leaning towards it because of a couple of reasons. It's a really popular motor. I posted a video last year where Tate got his car, and it got a lot of views on the video. I posted it as I'm 2JZ swapping my FRS, and a lot of people viewed the video. A lot of people supported the idea of 2J swapping the FRS, and a couple of you guys got really mad at me because I was clickbaiting. But, you know, it happens. I'm sorry. But that kind of led me to this point. Do I actually want to 2J swap my FRS? And, you know, the other option for me would be the LS. I can go 2JZ, which to me, the 2J is a very overhyped motor. I don't believe it's the best motor in the world or anything like that. It's a good motor, but I think it's too expensive and way overhyped. But I have an idea on how I can do it cheaper, so that's the only reason why it's in my ideas of things to do. The only other option would be LS, though, because I can do it super cheap. You can make a lot of power. They're everywhere. You can find parts literally anywhere. Anybody will have them at events. You can get them from O'Reilly's, AutoZone, all that stuff. 2JZs, they don't really have parts everywhere, and it's going to take a lot longer to get the parts if I want them, and they're also going to be a lot more expensive if I want to get parts for the 2J. So, you know, there's a lot of benefits to going to an LS, but it's an LS, you know, it's basic. Everybody's done it. It's literally the most common swap ever. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys before I pull the motor in this video, what do you guys think I should do? Should I do 2J? Should I do LS? Should I do K-Series maybe? I really don't like the idea of K-Series though, because they make like no torque. They make half the amount of torque they do horsepower, and it's kind of, you know, not my thing for that. So that's the two main options, is 2J and LS. Let me know. What do you guys want to see? I'm thinking a lot of people want to see 2JZ on this thing. There's not a lot of videos on 2J FRSs. B is for Bill did a auto 2JZ swap on an FRS / BRZ, and it did really well for him. He liked it, apparently. He didn't really put a lot of videos out for him driving it or doing anything with it. He just showed the build process and that was it. And then if you look up anything else for BRZ or FRS 2J, there's not really much else. It's a couple of videos of people driving for like 20 seconds. A couple of people doing walkarounds around the car. Just in general, there's not a lot of content for 2J, FRSs, and BRZs. And I figure if there's not a lot of content, people want to see it. And I've never been in a 2J car, and they have a lot of hype for some reason. So there's got to be a reason why there's a lot of hype for those motors. You know, let me know. Do you guys want to see a 2J? Or would you rather just go with the basic route with an LS? It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be more parts available everywhere. I can have way more fun with it, technically, because I don't have to worry as much. But it's an LS, and it's the most cookie cutter thing you can do to a car. So let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see happen to this car. I'm really leaning towards 2J though. Anyways, now that I'm out of breath, I'm going to go ahead and start on the motor pull on this, because the guy is going to be here on Saturday. It's currently Tuesday, and I need to get this motor pulled. So let's get into it. Alright, so it actually took me an extra day because the shifter got stuck in the back and I couldn't figure out what was holding the whole thing back. It was the shifter, obviously. So, yeah, we got that all figured out. It's motor's out, transmission's out. I left the main engine harness on there for him because he said he wanted the harness. I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know if he meant he wanted the chassis harness that links everything to the engine, or if he wanted just the engine harness. I hope he was talking just the engine harness, because I need that for all my headlights and stuff like that. Aside from that, motor's pulled, it's ready to go. It's gonna be the end of the first episode. Let me know what you guys want to see put in that car. I can do 2J, I can do LS, I could do K series. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if that's really an option. I don't think I really want to do K series on this. But LS and 2J are both very good options. Or if you guys want to see me do something like really unique, like a rotary swap or something like that, let me know and I'll consider it, because I would love to put a rotary in this thing. Imagine that tiny little motor in this giant engine bay. That'd be awesome. But let me know, 2J, LS, whatever other swaps you guys can think of. Let me know what you guys want to see, and maybe you guys can sway me, because right now I'm leaning towards 2J. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next part of the video. See you guys later.